We've been working on this barn on and off throughout the summer. Rainy season is here and it's time to really get this project done. We've taken it from an abandoned and full of bats and other little critters, cleaned it up, added a window, a lean-to greenhouse, and now working on the inside and hopefully finishing up the makeover, and we can move on to building shelves and furniture next week. Once the floor is done, I can move out of that ugly damp room where my wheel currently is and into this nice place. Eventually that damp ugly room will also be another project, but we'll get to that way later. Maybe 2026. We are so close to finishing the she shed. I am gonna clean up the walls so I can prime it and paint it, and then we need to put the floors in, and then we can start moving stuff in here to use. Just a quick outfit change into something old in case I get paint. Supposedly this only takes 30 minutes to dry, so I should be able to put another coat pretty quickly. This stuff is thick. I got a drywall primer and sealer. We're gonna do the floors after we paint everything. That way we don't have to worry about making a mess. But one thing I'm realizing, so I was gonna take my time with finding the doors to replace these with, right? So that I could buy used and save money. However, these doors fit pretty tightly into this ground. So once we put the floor, I don't think these doors are gonna close. So we're either gonna have to make a little change to these doors, or I'm gonna need to find new doors ASAP. While I was painting, Taku just got back with some bricks. He's got more in the truck bed. We're gonna need more too, but we're just kind of trying to gather up supplies to finally build our sunroom in here. We weren't able to find anyone who delivers bricks, so we're probably just gonna have to do a couple runs to bring in the bricks ourselves. We can't put all the bricks that we need in the truck because that would be way too heavy. But yeah, we're hoping to gather all the materials that we'll need for the sunroom / dining room and start working on this project soon too. All right, Taku's back, and while I'm painting, he's gonna finish this up here.
Ah! Got it.
Nice.
That was up there for temporary. The only problem with this, the roof here,
Yeah.
because it's flat, when it rains, it puddles water.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at that from the upstairs.
Yeah. I mean, eventually, you know, with the sun, it dries up, but I can see a puddle of water right above you. I don't know if that really matters too much, but... Alright guys, we're back up here. Putting new, the dark smoked out panels. So this was the one we had before. And then over the actual kind of sitting area, put this darker one that's shaded. It'll be a little bit cooler down there that way. And I'm kind of looking at this this whole structure, and it really, the whole thing really needs to be replaced. I don't think we're gonna have time for that at the moment because we have so many other projects we want to get done. So I think we're going to do the easiest thing right now and just boom, boom, slap these new panels on and, call it good for at least this winter. Maybe next year, within the next few years, this is going to have to be replaced because some of these beams, it's a 4x6 beam, I believe. The next two are pretty rotten. Like there's mushrooms growing out of it, and the mushrooms are decaying the wood. That's what it looks like. So, and it's it's not in good condition. That's for sure. But right now, I think it'll hold for a couple more years. So we'll just get the most life out of it, I guess. Okay, these two panels are different styles, so they don't overlap perfectly. So I'm using this waterproof tape to kind of make sure that it's going to be waterproof. I've been using these screws like this. The washer has a little bit of rubber on it to stop the water from going in. All right guys, there it is, all finished. And we went kind of lighter and then dark in the middle where we sit, and then lighter again, just to keep a lot of the underneath well lit. So there it is. And I just came up to this one because just got a couple things to fix here. And yeah, now next thing I gotta really clean up under there, and then we're gonna do those green panels there. We're gonna change those out to white ones. So this is outside the shed, and right over here just needs a little awning. So I'm gonna build that right now, and just gonna make a really quick one. I've already made these little pieces with some scrap 1x4s that I've found, and that's gonna go straight on the wall. And then you see that stuff, this plastic board, that's gonna go right over it, and that's the same material we use for to make the greenhouse. Last night when I was working on the little awning here, it got dark really quick, so I didn't get to show the finished product, but there it is. Pretty simple. I actually have to finish it off on that end too. Initially, that end over there, I put a small one, a tiny awning, but it's too small. I'm just going to use this bigger awning that's 2 feet long, 2 feet wide on the entire thing. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do that was I wanted to bring Jocelyn's little workstation right here, because it's right now it's under in the patio over there.
So we've done the 2 coats of primer, and I'm now moving on to painting it the actual color, which is going to be green. And I'm just reusing the paint that we still had from the the little furniture for the kitchen, and also the bar under the stairs. But right now we have a little bit of a distraction. Molly decided to show up. They have a little bit of a complicated relationship, so I usually have to supervise them for a good hour before they kind of mellow out, or more so it's Roscoe who needs to mellow out a little bit. He loves other dogs, but I think Molly just kind of annoys him a little bit. We'll probably be getting her home soon. She hasn't been coming by for a long time, I think because the last few times we just completely ignored her. And one time, we kind of felt really bad about this, but we weren't home and the motion sensor cameras alerted us, and we saw that she came to our house when it was raining. And since we weren't there, we weren't able to move her into an area where it wasn't raining. Finally went home and we didn't see her really again. But for some reason, she decided to come today. It's also raining, and I don't really have the heart to just leave her outside. You know, it's kind of like covered up here. So she's just hanging out here until Taku has a minute to go drop her off. But let me show you guys how the she shed's coming along. It's pretty hard to see in this lighting actually, so might have to open up the doors. And you can see I put the tape up there because I don't think I want to paint the ceiling, to be honest. It kind of sucked putting the primer up there, so I'm not really looking forward to painting the ceiling again, to be honest. But I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Should I paint it up there, not paint it up there? On the camera, it still looks a little on the gray side. But I swear in person, it's very green. It's like a sage green. Hopefully once I get it on the laptop, it'll look a little better. But yeah, if it looks great for you guys, know that it's a sage green color. All right, we're just waiting for this stuff to dry before we can put the flooring in. And I don't know if it really needed this. It's like a coating to protect it from water, but we wanted to take the extra precaution because this is going to be the pottery room. There will be containers and bowls of water that could easily get knocked over and spill water everywhere. And I'm sure it's going to happen a few times. So we're just taking the extra precaution, and it's almost dry. So a little longer. I could tell it just like the edges, the last places that I put the paint on. It's time to get the floor done. We went with a dark floor, which funny enough matches the barn doors, which was not intentional. And then the wood framing and the frame on the window will hopefully match it. I'm not sure what color we're gonna do the furniture and the rest of the wall shelves yet. So maybe by the end of this video, you guys can give us some suggestions, because after we finish all of this, then we gotta start building furniture. Call me Bob. Bob the Builder.
Hi, Mom.
He might be sleeping on the job, but I swear he's paying attention.
The floor, the subfloor,
Yeah, it's a little off.
but this is where two plywoods meet. And then one plywood is slightly lower than the other. So when you step on the floor, it has a little give. And the plywood is lower, it has like a little bow to it, that's why. But now we're just trying to compensate for that with a piece of cardboard underneath. And I think it's better to
It
have
feels
that.
better, yeah. I guess it looks a little better too.
I think that's fine right there.
I think also as we step on it, the cardboard should smush and yeah.
It'll compress down a bit more. And then I can tell where the cardboard ends right here, but from here it's pretty solid. So you just don't want that big kind of a little hole, you know?
Yeah, right where you step in.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
We're almost done. We went to our local hardware store to see if we could find some trim for the bottom and maybe some framing for the windows. They didn't have a whole lot, and the one thing we kind of liked was super expensive. Tomorrow Taku's supposed to go with our neighbor to the dump, which is like a little over an hour away, so he's gonna check the store over there and hopefully they'll have everything we need. But for now, let's finish this floor.
Almost there.
Yeah, we're very close. We're almost there. We just gotta do this little tiny strip. So we gotta cut them hot dog style. The sun leaves us so quickly this time of year because it starts going down right there. So if we cut this tree, maybe we'll get a little more sunlight. But that'll be a project next time. Togo's gonna try to attach them all in one long strip and then squeeze them in. Well, 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 look who decided to show up just as we were about to finish.
Taking all the credit.
Yep, here's the project manager. I went to check on him. He was dead asleep on the couch. He said once the sun's gone, he's gone. It's only like barely gonna be 4, but hi, buddy. If you guys are wondering what he's wearing, it's a little heart monitor. Doberman have to get their hearts checked at least once a year. They got a lot of health issues, huh, buddy? Yeah, look, he's supervising the last bit. Does he have it? Does he, buddy? Oh, he's like, yeah, you guys have to finish this spot right here.
You missed the
You
spot.
kind of missed it. He's like,
You
don't
missed
worry,
the
that's why
spot."
I'm here.
Thank you.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for telling me. I wouldn't have gotten it.
And we never would have figured this out without you, buddy. Well, 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 she's done.
Should we clear it up?
Sort of. We still have to put the trim in, which we still have to buy. But otherwise, we got floor. And pretty soon, I can just move the wheel in here and work in a slightly nicer space than where it currently is right now.
Did it.
All right, guys, we got the wood that we need for the trim and for the framing around the windows, so we're gonna go ahead and start that now. While Taco's cutting the wood, I'm gonna be staining it. Ooh, it looks pretty nice. I didn't really know what color to go with, so I just chose like a stain. I chose a color that's actually really similar to the floor, and hopefully I don't regret that choice because I don't know if that's too much same, but I do really like this color, so hopefully it looks good once we put it in. A little tight.
But it'll be like that.
Nice. That's fine, right? Does it need more support on the bottom? Like a little wedge, little angle?
Yeah, we could put it.
Or do you think it's fine like
But
that?
we'll screw it in. Yeah, we could put a little if you want to put like planters or something.
Yeah.
Little planters so you can
Support.
support. I mean, it should be fine, but we could put a little wedge. Doesn't hurt. It'll be easy. Yeah, and then we'll put a little face on it.
Nice. Oh, maybe we can repurpose in the bedroom, there's those little shelf holders. I think if you just cut them a little smaller,
Uh-huh.
they could go there.
Yeah, something like that.
Nice.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah, looks really
I'm
good.
gonna just cut this one just a tiny bit shorter.
Oscar says it's pretty nice. We just gotta do the framing for the window, which we're waiting for it to dry so we don't get another one of these situations.
Framing.
Yeah, I meant facing. Yeah, we were just trying to get this in as quickly as possible when it wasn't fully dry. But I'll just get some paint, a little extra paint, no big deal. It's really nice though. I was worried it was gonna be too same, but I think it looks real good. Watch out for us though.
Yeah, I think it looks real good.
Check this out. This is my wheel. I forgot my bench, but I'll be up, buddy.
You can sit on him.
You like that? Hi, buddy. What you doing? Ooh, like huh?
And the shelf.
Yeah.
Shelf's pretty good.
Yeah. You put it in already?
Yep.
Nailed it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty sturdy. I don't know if we need supports. It's not like I'm gonna fill it with plants. Probably just like maybe one plant. I don't know. It's pretty nice. Very nice. So I did actually mention that already.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, our doors don't close, so we are gonna have to fix that pretty quickly because the water is getting in, and we don't want our brand new floors to get damaged already. So yeah, I think we're gonna have to do that. It's supposed to rain all week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna take off like half an inch off the bottom of the door, raise it up a little bit, and should be good for now. And I don't know, I was thinking about maybe getting that little door. So I found a cheap door. This one I'm gonna keep looking till I find something. And next we have to build furniture. And by furniture I mean right back there we're gonna have a sink. It's a little cabinet with the sink on top, and mostly just shelves. That's basically all the furniture. So I haven't decided what color that's gonna be. I don't know if I should go for like a natural color. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Because I think if we do more dark wood, it might be a little too much. Alright guys, that's gonna be everything for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next week.